For more on the Venezuela crisis, I'm joined by Angela Chavez. She's with the Latin America Center at the Atlantic Council. It seems like both sides making moves here. Guaido, of course, thought he had the keys to the city. Of course, that didn't work out. Now you hear the administration with kind of this carrot-stick approach. What do you make of it?
What I make of it is that the U.S. government is sending a clear message. It's sending a message to the Maduro regime saying, if you support democracy, if you support democratic transition and the rule of law, you will see a change in our posture. We will remove those sanctions. They have repeatedly done that, and they did that with General Manuel Figuera, who is the Sabine director, the intelligence police director. And they're showing us that they're willing to play game if these people are willing to support Guaido.
The other thing he said is all options are on the table. The administration has made that very clear. The threat of military intervention, obviously not implicitly said, but it's there. How do you think that goes over? It's
implicit in if a U.S. doing a force of saying we wanna give the carrots, but there is a looming possibility, and I think it's a way to test out and to put the Venezuelan government and the Venezuelan regime at a discord, and is trying to pull around strings and to make sure that there is more movement, that there is more distrust, because there is a sense that there's people who are talking to the U.S. government, and there's always action-reaction. Of course, the Maduro government had their own response, which Stephen Gibbs was just talking about. The threat of arrests, moves on opposition members, how real is that threat, do you think? I think it's a real threat, and I think Venezuelan National Assembly have felt it for years. We saw last year that Juan Requesens, for example, was turned into jail after he was supposedly blamed for the drone attack on Maduro, and we've seen this around for they're persecuted, and I think there is a real fear, but as well there is the opposition and the Guaido are willing to play it for the Venezuelan people. You see this chipping away from the U.S. government, you see it from Guaido, the opposition, and yet Maduro's still in power. Why do you think that is? I think he still holds some of the fear within the armed forces, and he still has the support of outside sources such as Russia, China. So there is still some money coming in that's providing him enough push to get these members of the military, and to get enough push to support of his political forces. Well, we'll definitely keep our eye on it. I know you will be as well. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike.